Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Elson Cruz, and I'd like to welcome you to a little humble game by the name of Papo Yo. Kind of an interesting little title, if you will. The less you know about it, I think the more you'll come to appreciate and kind of enjoy it, in my opinion. Here's our intrepid protagonist, young Kiko, in a small, unnamed, I guess, I want to say this is probably a Brazilian or Argentinian, or some kind of variant of that Europeanness that we're going to be exploring for most of this game. This game is kind of interesting, to say the least. I really enjoy it, particularly because I didn't know anything about it. There's our buddy Alejandra, which, you know, her name is never mentioned over the course of the story, nor her intentions of anything to do with anything, but we've got these chalk outlines that we can do things to manipulate the environment with, which I absolutely love. It's, I don't know, the way this game presents itself and kind of the atmosphere and the music, and, you know, a lot of this game just clicks for me, but that's not to say it's a good game. In fact, I think a lot of people don't like this game. I picked it up for $15 just randomly, just from the album art. And there she is, way off in the distance. We got to go follow her. That's going to be most of this game, is going to be following her. Picked it up, and it's $15, even though it takes like 2 hours to beat. Here we've got this box right here, this very special box. Now, these things are very interesting. When you press square, put it on our head. I'm a hint box, and I'm here to help. Why, thank you. Okay, so we've got a nice frog. There are also tutorial boxes that will teach you important things to succeed. Yes, we're not really going to be dealing much with these hint boxes since this game is very easy. But it's so funny because we can walk around with this. It's like, I don't know what to do, you guys. It's like, solid Kiko. Kiko! And Kiko is Q-U-I-C-O, by the way. Let's go dump this off the edge. And we're going to go ahead and press this button here. These gears are basically just buttons. You don't have to collect other parts of the gears or anything. They just activate other parts of the environment that we can go and screw around with. Which brings me to my next point. I'm not exactly sure if this game is a platformer with puzzling elements or a puzzling game with platformer elements, because in both regards, it's actually very poor. Like, it's not very difficult whatsoever, but like I said, the atmosphere, kind of, the puzzles are kind of, for lack of a better word, they're just cute. Like, it's like, oh, I could see a little kid playing this, but the underlying theme is actually really depressing, and it's something I can easily, just without a shadow of a doubt, relate with. It's like, once I read the little synopsis, I already knew this is a game I was going to love. So anyway, we got a soccer ball here, or football, as they say down in Brazil, or Argentina. What we can do is kick it, and it's, of course, very flat since we're in the ghetto, apparently, a shanty town. Now, over here, we can go ahead and move this. Now, just make sure to leave the top stone kind of erect like that, because there are a few collectibles to be gotten throughout the course of this game, which will be illustrated by this hint box. You may find many hats hiding away in obscure places. As many as 25 to Chicago, to be more precise. Whatever. Use the L1 and R1 buttons to choose the one you want to wear. Okay, so you can actually only be collecting these hats after your first playthrough, which I've already done. I've already collected all 25 of them. However, their locations will still be here. I just won't remember exactly which hat went to which location, since they're in very easy spots. First one is right over here, and I think this one gives you quite possibly one of my more favorite hats. It reminds me of Ness. I don't know, Nessie Ness, with the baseball cap, so we can run around. It's so funny because in some of the cutscenes that are supposed to be more serious, it doesn't let you do this, but in most of them, you can actually be changing your hats or whatever your headgear is while you're in the middle of the cutscene, which can be funny in some really certain spots. You don't have to worry about down there, but once we head over here, we can actually not jump. Okay, game, thanks for not jumping. And again, we play another game with yet another obese protagonist. God damn it, Kiko, why you gotta be so fat, man? Whatever. So anyway, we have to head over there, which is actually on top of this house here. Over there, you'll notice a bunch of frogs. You don't really have to worry about the frogs right now. The frogs are kind of an annoying part of this game, but it kind of makes sense. But at the same time, there's some places where I was just like, frog, get out of here. So we can jump down here and head into this very strange cave-like area that we just happened to come across. And what's nice to know is that our second hat location is here. So like I said, this game takes not long at all to complete. The hats are in very easy locations, so I'll just probably just be randomly switching them throughout the course of the game since they're so easy to get. But I don't know, it's fun, I guess. I like it. I mean, I wouldn't really play it for like the puzzling elements or the platforming, more or less for the story and the atmosphere. Yeah, it only took us like 2 minutes while I'm explaining the game. Jeez, Alejandra. Okay, so we got ourselves. Oh, that was very strange. See, a lot of people think that this is the game is actually Kiko actually going around Brazil or wherever we are. They think it's the game, but I don't like to think of this as like the real world with magical elements. I like to think of this as just a pure fantasy world inside of a real world. So anyway, we got this really cool effect. I love like those stairs that have that effect, whether it's like the thing there. I don't know. That didn't make much sense at all. Let's head up here, and yeah, this game I'll probably end up finishing in a single sitting because it's that short and it's that good, in my opinion. I mean, I have been known to have pretty shitty opinions to most people, because I will enjoy things that are bad, but it's not because they're bad that I enjoy them. I enjoy them because you gotta kind of think outside the box a little bit. Over there we got some very nice Pokemon imagery on the wall there, some nice graffiti. And okay, this part right here, this part is awesome. I love this part. A lot of these like puzzling things that you see, you actually don't do very many times throughout the course of the game. And of course, she's going to take a shortcut across the ravine. Great. All right, so if you've heard about this game, you probably know about this. You lift up the little boxes here, and you can make the actual houses move, which is really awesome. And something I like about this, it reminds me of like Ed, Edd and Eddy. If you guys remember that one episode, that seems like, you know, towards the end of me watching cartoons, they always showed that episode where they made like that cardboard city, and then they would just go around and they'd pay for stuff, and I don't know, that just seemed like one of those episodes that would always play over and over. But I freaking love that show. Okay, well, used to. I don't know how it would hold up now. I remember my mom wouldn't like us watching it just for the same reason, like Courage the Cowardly Dog, like the images were kind of out there for children, which looking back, I'm kind of glad she cared so much about our innocence. So we're gonna have to climb across these. There's actually a trophy in this game to go across this entire place using only three of these houses, which you can do. Just don't put them as vertically as I am here. You got to kind of put them in at a kind of a diamond angle, if you know what I mean, because you got to get it across all 5 of those squares on the floor or on the ground here. So now we can actually jump up here. Now the platforming, like I said, is pretty weak. Like some of the jumps are unrealistically like, why did I miss that? But over here we've actually, oh shit, I didn't make it far enough over here. We're still gonna go for it, even though I'm not gonna make it. There is the other one over there. You just, ooh, can we make it? Oh, come on, Kiko, you can do it. Keep jumping, Kiko. Oh, damn it. Okay, never mind. Well, anyway, and falling into the water also gives you this hat, so that will be our 4 hats, because there's, ooh, what's this? There's a hint box here, apparently. I've never noticed this before. Oh my god, okay. Thank you for showing me some very vivid imagery. Oh my god, just look at this. Oh man, we got a fish sticking out of the box, and our cardboard box apparently has no shadow. Ugh, whatever. So now let's get out of here, shall we? You drop into the water to get that fish, and then I think if you go to that other one, you actually have to go on that floating cube over there. That is where you'll get another hat, which I think is just a bowl of fish, like a fish bowl with fishies in it, and you'll be wearing it. So yeah, there's some pretty silly hats in this game. And then like oof. Okay, you gotta kind of like delay like that. Damn it, that was terrible. That was terrible. All right, let's try this one more time. Let's move this a little closer. I might just use that 5th box just to make things a little bit easier. That would probably be in our best interest, because apparently I suck at jumping in this game. It's like, it's kind of delayed. It's not my TV or anything. It's just a little delayed in some parts. So, but anyway, none of these jumps should really be too problematic. So get across with 3 of those, and you'll get a trophy. I already did it. It's just kind of annoying to get them all in the perfect spot. We're going to go continue on over here towards this area. Yes, such a beautiful little hat that you're wearing, Kiko. So I hope you guys will enjoy this. It will be a very short series. Probably one of my more on the whim ones, if you will. So I'm going to move this little lever here. And, you know, like I said, this game is very easy. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's exactly worth the $15. I mean, even if you just watch someone play through the game, I think you'd get as much enjoyment as you would playing it. But we've got this very strange looking area here. Ooh. Wow. God, I can't help but feel this is what the actual Brazil would look like. Anyway, we're gonna have to go ahead and, activate a bunch. I don't know what to call these cranks. They're making crank noises, but all these are gonna be moving houses and stuff. And here we actually have a timed segment. Now, the first time I saw this, I was a little disappointed because I was like, oh, god damn it, time segments. So this door is only going to be open for like 10 seconds. And, of course, we can't get over there quite yet. So we're going to actually have to bring a bunch of houses over here. So you're going to want to move all of these houses to their respective areas, just the 3 that were already here. And then we get to go activate some stuff over here, which includes a switch. So this game is so easy. It's like ridiculously easy. Like, it's for kids. I guess it was marketed for kids, which I was for kids. It was marketed for children, which I'm kind of disappointed they did, because they could have done so much more if they had given it more of a dark atmosphere. Now, once you're done with this top area, go ahead and bring these 2 assholes back to their spot so you can actually jump across the houses. Got a hint box here. That guy was pushing me out of the way. I wonder who's talking. It's omniscient present. Could walking houses help you reach difficult spots? I love his little face. Look at his like little cheeky face. Where are those gears? Well, you just pointed it out to me right there, good sir. So we can go run around with this box. Kiko! Okay, so let's go over here. Oh, I fell through the little crack. Damn it. Okay. So the reason why we wanted to bring that blue house over here so that we could actually get to this pink one over here, because this was the missing link, because there was otherwise no way to jump across that area without that little pink house there. So now that they're all back into their various formations, let's go back over here and activate the only time sequence in the game. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I was disappointed to see it, but I was glad. This is literally the only one. I think there's one that was like halfway a timed sequence, but not really. It's like it was an optional, not really even that. But we made it through that, easy peasy. And there she is sitting up there, very dangerously at that. It's like, Jesus Christ. Let's see, I think we pull this open, and then there's a gear on the other side. Probably something like that. And this game really doesn't pull any punches at you until the very end, where it starts kind of hitting you in the face, slapping you left and right, and they're like, wake up. So we got some staircases now, or stairs, rather. Is that? I can't tell if that's music. The music in this game is pretty good, but what's kind of annoying is that a lot of it are just, what is they called? Loopings? They're like loops. I don't know, they loop a lot, but I don't know. I like the music. It fits the tone of this game quite well. And this game did come out in recent memory, I think August of 2012, and I think in just a couple of days. I'm recording this April 8th, 2013, and, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, it's coming on Steam, I think on the 18th of this month, which is kind of cool. It's kind of weird. That's my brother's birthday. He's turning 18. I don't know how I feel about that, because he's just lazy. He's still in school, no job, no ambition for college. Sounds just like me, but except I actually have something going on with my life. I like to make videos. He just likes to sit around and eat and play video games, and that's it. So I don't know how that bodes for any of us, but whatever. Let's go jump over here. Now, here we are ending this first chapter pretty much. I'm guessing, since this game takes 2 hours to beat, we're probably going to get this done in roughly 8 episodes if I just do 20-minute videos or so. But anyway, don't go inside that chalk circle quite yet, or chalk square, because we've got ourselves another hat location here, which I don't know what it is, but let's go ahead and go with tie your head or baseball cap. I don't even know. Let's go talk to you. Oh, Alejandra. What greatness. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on? That seems strange. Well, you don't really have much control of what you can do here. You can't control the camera. All you can really do is control, how fast Kiko goes, and he goes in this slow motion. Apparently, this is a still image of what I'm assuming is supposed to be real life, which goes back to the whole, my counter argument for the whole fantasy world, or the real world with fantasy elements. Because here we've got a very real looking image. Scared looking Kiko in the back. Uh-oh. Don't like the sound of that.